Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railway is one of the largest freight railway companies in all of North America, and they've chosen a piece of land about an hour northwest of Phoenix to build their brand new logistics hub. The land was bought in 2022 near BNSF property purchased back in 2004, and the company says a 2011 Arizona State Rail Plan listed the area as ideal for a new facility. BNSF says this project would create approximately 77,000 new jobs between construction and operations. But some residents I spoke to believe the downside will greatly outweigh any boost this project could bring to their local economy.
Feels like to me that it's profits before people.
Wittmann resident Kirby Anderson says he's not against development near his rural property, but he says the planned Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad hub, spanning over 4,000 acres around his and his neighbors' homes, will greatly harm their community.
This project is such a monstrosity and such a negative impact on surrounding communities. It should be located 5 miles from a residential property.
Instead, it's planned to be built less than a mile from their quiet roads. It's on one of these roads where Laura Deaver lives with her husband and young daughter. A major concern, they say, is safety.
As you can see, I have a second grader. We know all of our neighbors, everybody knows us, and it's very rare to see strangers out here. And with this project, there's a lot of safety issues that come along with living next to a logistics facility like they're proposing. Rural residential does not belong next to heavy-duty industrial.
Then there's water and power consumption and the rising costs that could come along with it.
Land use would, as a rural residential home, would use about 720,000 gallons of water a day. BNSF is going to use 1.7 million gallons of water a day. So the best use of the land just from a water standpoint was homes.
BNSF Representative Lena Kent says those statistics are not accurate, and the company will use less than a residential master plan would.
In an intermodal facility, the type of use that we'll have there is for basic use, like using the restroom and washing your hands. We're not big consumers of water.
BNSF acquired Type 2 water rights to build wells for the project, which Kent says limits their allotment of water use.
BNSF acquired 1,661 acre-feet per year of Type 2 water rights. I mean, we can't withdraw any more than that.
Deaver fears that allotment may hurt the residents who also rely on well water.
If our water table drops and our wells, heaven forbid, go dry, it's our responsibility to re-drill them, and that's a cost that a lot of us cannot afford.
The company has also requested a change to the zoning requirements that would allow them to build structures that are double or even triple the current Maricopa County industrial height requirements.
And to put that into scale, that power line, first line at the bottom, is 30 feet. The second line up is 60 feet, and the line up above that is 90 feet.
To combat the potential disruption to locals, BNSF has plans to build buffers between their property and homes.
In Maricopa County, for example, you're only required to have a 25-foot setback between the home and the warehouse, for example. And we have proposed a minimum of 400 feet, so significantly farther away from their homes than what other development could potentially be there. In the 400-foot setback, 150 feet of that will be landscaping and berms to shield them from, the site of the warehouses.
Anderson says he isn't buying it.
Trees that they show on their plan, it would take probably 60 years or longer to get the trees that full. That tree, for example, over there has been there 6 years, and it was a very large tree when it showed up here in the first place. It's not protecting lights, it's not protecting any sound.
Increased traffic, predicted to reach 22,000 additional vehicles per day, according to a traffic impact analysis, is another concern. BNSF lists the addition of traffic signals and intersection improvements near the hub. Kent said conversations are ongoing with transportation agencies, but no plans have been mentioned to widen existing roadways. That's a major red flag for District 29 Legislative Chair Lisa Everett.
It concerns me that BNSF does not have in their plans to widen any of the roads, whether it's the 60, the 74, or any of the roads near their property. So we're talking 2-lane roads with an astronomical number of trucks adding to the traffic we already have.
She's supportive of the opposition movement and residents voicing these concerns.
I've learned that it's very heartbreaking what big industry can do unless the public stands up and fights. They're clearly telling them this is not something for our community. It could be put further in the desert and not have an impact on neighborhoods. They just don't feel heard.
Debbie Lesko with the County Board of Supervisors says she hears the residents loud and clear and is taking their concerns seriously ahead of the board's vote on the project.
If the vote was tomorrow or today, I would vote no, because the majority of my constituents are opposed to this. Now, if something changes between now and November 5th, then we'll see. But right now, if the vote was today, I'd vote no.
Kent says the company has held meetings to hear residents out and has made changes to aspects of the project because they care.
It's really important for us as a company to be a good neighbor. And so that's why we've gone in and we've tried to make all of the concessions to do the best that we possibly can.
Meantime, Anderson and Deaver say the communication with BNSF is lacking and encourages anyone in favor of the project to spend some time in Wittmann before assuming it's the right location for the hub.
Come out here and take a tour with me and see if I can change your mind.
If you come out here and you walk our community, you will see that it does not belong.
Debbie Lesko says there's a meeting tomorrow with ADOT and MCDOT to further discuss traffic problems. The project will go before the Zoning and Planning Commission in October, and the Board of Supervisors vote on the project is set for November 5th. Lesko did mention that due to federal exemption rights for railroads, the intermodal facility portion of the project could still be built without county approval. Nicole Christine, Fox 10 News.